Hey everybody, from Teacher Melissa, and today I want to talk to you about how I assemble my stars. Now, many of you know that I use primarily stars for rewards. So if you want to see how I use my shiny stars or how I occasionally use some of the printed pattern stars, animals, foods, whatever, I have another YouTube video. I'll link it below, or you can search on my YouTube channel if you're one of my subscribers. You'll hear how and why I use these kinds of stars. But today I just want to talk about organizing them. Okay, so I'm going to pop up a picture here of my online classroom, and you can see it from afar, not just the student view. Those whiteboards I have here on the left are where I store my stars and some other kind of 2D, sort of 3D props that I use. I'm really a bit of a minimalist. Now, if you're a pure minimalist, you're going to look at what I've got and say, no way is that minimalist. That's okay. Um, I'm kind of on the minimalist spectrum, kind of a little bit. So totally up to you what you want to consider minimalism. However, I do like everything stored out. Now, everything you're seeing on those whiteboards, they're all flat. They could all easily go, everything on those two boards could easily go into two flat file folders or even a little drawer. But I like to have them out and displayed so I can quickly grab, depending on the student that day, how I'm feeling. But I don't want my stars everywhere. I want them to stack. So all of my stars can all stack together. Now, when I first started doing this, I saw some other people doing that, and I thought, oh, great. And I just really kind of fussed around with how to get them together, and I couldn't see what I was doing. So a few months ago, I kind of had an epiphany, and I thought I would share with you today. Here's the easiest way to get your stars to stack. So today, in a no-show, I found these old printed stars that I had quite a while ago, and they had some really old little flat magnets on it that did not stack together. And so I thought, oh, while I'm sitting in the snow show, I'm going to rip those apart and put my good magnets on. So, and I want them to stack like this, so they'll go on my board. So I'm going to show you my little whiteboard here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, now, some of you, this is going to be like, oh yeah, I knew this. Some of you are going to be going, oh, which is what my face looked like when I finally figured this out as I was sitting at my kitchen table trying to do it. Folks, we need to have them upside down when they're working on them. Okay, so you get your first star there. Now, if you've got other stars you already have magnets on, just grab one of those to start, so that everything will stack together correctly. So I've got a star, I've already got a magnet on, or you're starting from scratch, whatever. Put it upside down on the board, okay? See how they just snap together? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take another star that doesn't have a magnet on it yet, and I'm going to put it right on top there. I'm not worried about lining it up or anything like that. And I'm just gonna grab one of my magnets. I've got tons of these. Put on your big girl panties and look them up. They're neodymium. I don't know how you say it. I'll put the little text on the bottom so you can see. The stronger, the better, so that they stack together well. But anyway, you can get them on Wish. You can get them on Amazon, whatever. Look them up. Whatever magnets you decide to use. Okay, so I've got my plain one there. And I am just going to drop this on there like that. Okay, can you see? Now look, it's way up there. That's okay. I just dropped it. I didn't place it. I kind of dropped it, and it flipped the magnet to the right direction. Okay. Now, all I have to do is just, the magnets are so strong, all I have to do is move the star. Can you see that? Till I get the magnet where I want it to go. And then I just put mine on with Scotch tape. Hot glue doesn't work. There's all kinds of things that don't work. I don't know, but packing tape, or actually some just good Scotch tape. I mostly just use this, and I just tape that right on there. So then I put my next one on. I leave my stack there, and I'm just going to keep adding to it. So I'm going to grab another one and let you see what it looks like when I actually just drop it on there. I don't know if you can see or not. I'll try to show you. Oops, I dropped it in the wrong spot. So I'm just going to drop it somewhere near there, and it just grabbed it. Do you see? And I'm just going to hold the one on the bottom and just slide that till I get it where I want to go. Usually I like them centered for my stars, because I think it just looks really cool when you can fan out your stars. Sometimes I give my students the stars like this to start with, and it looks impressive. But I don't always center it like that. So like I have some of my other bigger props. I've only got 3 of these. I don't have a ton, but I do have when I am going to show them when their unit assessment project is done. That's a different video. If we're talking about the seasons for any reason, or what clothes you wear, or just an extension, or days of the week. So these are big, and I don't have my magnets in the middle. I have them across the top. You'll see those on the picture of my classroom. So I can just stack these all together, and you see they're just magnets together. Each one has the magnets on the top, so they stack together like that. And some of my phonics props, again, these are in some other videos if you want to look those up on my channel. And I don't like these in a drawer because then I got to pull them out and I'm looking down at the drawer. But if they're just magnetized together and stuck on my whiteboard, I can literally, I know right where they are. I can glance over real quick and I say, oh, and then I've got them right here and I can talk to my student about it. So that is one easy way to get everything stackable, is to do it on the back rather than this way and trying to see where the magnet is. So whatever kind of magnets you use, and again, I can't even remember where I got these. I've got all kinds of little tins of them. The stronger the better, but these, I will give a safety caution. These little tiny magnets are dangerous to toddlers. I keep these stored way up high in a cabinet that they cannot reach, and I never keep them out. And I keep my little grandchildren, my little granddaughters, away from these. So be careful if you're using these particular kind, but this works for just about any kind of magnet to make your stars stackable and easy. And if you start with one, you already have done all of my magnets. As I said, they're very easy to store. If I'm traveling and I want to take a few different props, they all easily will stack in a very small container. So I hope this helps you figure out how to more efficiently create your magnets. Give us a thumbs up if this video was helpful to you at all. Don't forget to click subscribe so you have access to all of my YouTube channels. And thanks. Let me know how your magnets go.